Hello and welcome. My name is Saskia, and in today's video I'm just going to be talking to you a little bit about my journey as a small creator on YouTube so far in 2025. The chances are that if you have come across this video today, you may also be in a similar situation to myself. Maybe you're a small creator and maybe just looking for a bit of advice or information or guidance. Whatever it may be, you are in the right place, so please keep watching. So for this channel then, I started the channel actually on the 9th of February this year, but didn't upload my first video until the 30th of March, which was exactly 4 weeks ago today. So for this video, that's the time frame we're going to be talking about, is that 4 weeks since the first video was uploaded. So the main reason I have done this video today is because I've seen a lot of content on YouTube. So throughout my journey, I have been searching a lot of things and I've come across a lot of videos that are get 1,000 subscribers in 30 days, getting 4,000 watch hours is easy. But personally, I would like to see more like relatable, slow and steady growth content. As a mother of two who is working this content creation around my already busy lifestyle, that would be much more relatable for me. So I am hoping I can give that information to other people who may be in a similar situation as myself. Now, I have not scripted this, as I just want it to be kind of a little casual information sharing, but I do have notes here in front of me just so I can cover all the information that is available to me at the moment and not miss out on anything, so that you guys can get the best out of it that I can possibly give you. So if you see me looking up and down, it's just to make sure I'm covering everything. And also, I am in a house with my family, so if there is background noise, I do apologise, but everyone is still living here, so we're just gonna have to work with it, I'm afraid. So also part of making this video is I would like to create just a safe space for small creators to like share their journeys as well and share their stories, what their channel is about, any hints and tips and advice they may have as well, because it's great that we can take this opportunity to all learn from each other and then hopefully go on to succeed in our YouTube channels and creating content. So I'm just going to run through what I'm going to cover in this video first. So first I am going to go through some of the analytics of my channel that has come up over the last 4 weeks. And then I also am going to go through what I have learned on my journey so far and some of the challenges I have faced. And then also some tips for if you may be considering starting your own channel or be in a similar situation. So if that sounds like it's of interest to you, then please keep watching and we'll get through it now. So for the analytics then that we're going to start out with. So in 4 weeks, I have uploaded 13 videos, but now 2 of those videos were shorts from the longer version videos that I created. So we do need to bear that in mind. So from these videos then, I have gained 15 subscribers and I am grateful for each and every one of them and really appreciate that they took the time to subscribe to the channel. And also I have got 404 views across those videos, 80 likes and 6 comments, and also 25.2 watch time hours. So these are just the basic ones, and now for the next ones I am going to try and put up the graphs that I have taken screenshots of, just to give you a bit more of a visual representation. Now I am new to this, so I don't have a really in-depth understanding of all these things yet, but I'll go through them anyway and go through them to the best of my ability. So here's a graph then of the subscribers that I have. So you can see there was a bigger influx of these at the start, then a few here and there, another higher peak, and then back to a few here and there. So that's fine, only starting out. And now next we're going to go on to the watch hours. So here is the graph for that. So again, it is very up and down here. There is nothing consistent as of yet, but it is still early days, so I'm not concerning myself too much with these things at the moment. So my audience then, I have a little graph here for that. So I have a mixture of returning viewers and also new ones. And the watch time for these viewers then is quite even at the moment. So for subscribers, it is 53.4%. And then for the newcomers, it is 46.6%. So a good mixture there of new and subscribers watching the content. So because I am quite new to this, I don't have enough data available to see what like my audience watches and the channels that they watch and stuff like that. So hopefully, fingers crossed, if this channel does grow, I'll be able to have access to that information, because it will greatly help me to know if the content I am producing is what people want to watch, and also give me ideas of the other things they watch, so I might be able to make content similar to that too. So we'll see how it goes. So then on to what I have learned so far then. So the first main and big thing is that making a start is really the hardest part. So I thought so long and hard about this. I've been thinking about it for years, considering making a YouTube channel. And honestly, like, after the first upload and just biting the bullet, you just feel such a great sense of achievement and you get so into it and so invested. So really, taking the leap is the biggest step. And honestly, I am such an overthinker, so I guarantee you I have thought of every single reason not to do this. So if anyone can do it, like if I can do it, anyone can, is what I'm trying to say. So just go for it is the main message here. Take the leap and give it a try. Okay, the next point is editing videos. So I really underestimated how long this takes. Now, it could just be the type of content I'm producing. Also, I am new to this. I'm sure I will get faster. I did not do a whole heap of research into what editing software would be best. I just went based off of a recommendation from a friend, and I am using CapCut, the free version, on a mobile phone. So probably not the best thing, but if I continue to grow, then I will look into other options and see if they are any better. So it is just something to bear in mind. Like, I get quite impatient between I've filmed a lot of things, but then I know the editing is going to take a while. So I kind of just want to get from filming to like posting the content straight away, which obviously can't happen. It does need to be edited to some degree. So it's just something to bear in mind. I have learned that the hard way. Okay, so also something I didn't expect is be prepared to become a little bit obsessed with it. So I find myself like checking analytics and looking at what views I have and thinking of more content, and it's just constantly on my mind right now, which is fine. It is new, it is exciting. I also come from a science background, so to me this is just the best fun ever. Like, I literally get to think of what I want to make, I get graphs about it, see what the results are, and it's not in a science related setting, which is just, it's mind-blowing, wonderful. But yeah, I do have to remind myself to take a step back and just, you know, appreciate what I'm doing, but not become obsessed about it too, because I do have other very important things in my life, so I don't want to get too caught up in it either. So a good and a bad thing at the same time, I think. So also, one thing I've learned is kind of what content suits me. So I like producing long form videos. This is just based purely off what I like watching myself. So I do like watching longer videos, and so that's what I'd like to give other people. I did try shorts and it's just not for me. I prefer putting more content in, and I find it really hard to edit it down to 3 minutes to a quality standard that like I'm happy with. So it's just not for me. It may work for other people, a completely individual basis thing, but it's just something I've learned along the way. I have also learned that scheduling content is really handy. So I have got a lot of content already filmed, And because I was thinking about it so much, I just felt like I wasn't getting a break, and I don't want to burn myself out, and I don't want to get fed up of this. I want to keep enjoying it. So what I'm trying to do is just do a burst of editing and schedule the content to go up on YouTube once a week or whatever it may be at the moment. I'm trying to post twice a week. So one video a week I'm trying to have scheduled to come up just to take the pressure off me a little bit. And honestly, it's made such a difference. It's really, really handy, and I'm still enjoying it. So that's another thing I have learned. So some tips then for you if you are thinking about becoming a content creator, if you are at a similar stage to me but you're struggling a little bit with the numbers, stuff like that. These are my tips that I'll try give you. Hopefully they'll be of benefit to you, and let's go through them. So the first tip I have is to write a list of all the ideas that you have for any content you want to create. I know this seems a ridiculously simple idea, but it has been invaluable. This is one of the first things I did before I even made the channel, so that if I was having a blank, or, you know, I forget things on the best of days. So honestly, just having them all written down there, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I wanted to do that. That's great. So it really, really helps. And keep adding to it, like, constantly. Anytime idea strikes, doesn't matter if it's a silly one, whatever it is, just write it down. It's no harm having it. And that way you always have something to refer back to, even if you draw a blank on what you should be doing next. And one thing it helps me to do is if I'm having a week where I'm just not feeling up to making something really quite complicated, or I know that will be difficult to edit, I can pick some of the simpler ideas and just fill in the gaps with that. So it's honestly been really great. The next thing that might also seem a little bit obvious, but I'm going to go through it anyway, is have everything you need to make the content before you start. So for example, with myself, I knew one of the forms of content I wanted to make was Irish grocery shopping videos. So for this, I was going to need something to film it on, and the thing with me and phones is that I have so many photos on my own phone and everything like that. It's just chaotic, and I never have enough space. So I knew I would need something just completely separate to make it easier for myself. So I decided to buy a second-hand phone so that I could have everything on it I needed. I could create the content using it, I could have the app to edit it, and I could literally keep track of my analytics and upload to YouTube all on the same device. And then because I wanted to create the shopping videos, I knew I would need some holder to attach to a trolley so that I can record myself while I'm going around the supermarket. And also a stand and a light to be able to make videos like this. So it's just to make sure that there's no excuses for not starting, because I know anyone I find I will take up on, and it's just best to be prepared. Also, part of this is I really recommend you downloading the YouTube Studio app. This is where I'm getting all the analytics I'm going through with you on, and it is addictive, but it just gives you a good idea of how your channel is going and stuff like that, and gives you the graphs there just to make it easier to interpret. Obviously, you're not going to understand it all at the start. Maybe you will, but I certainly don't. So that's part of it too. So the next thing I learned the hard way is to be aware of copyrights. So if you are going to be using music in your videos, this may seem obvious to some people, but to me it was not. So even if you're using free apps like CapCut, like I mentioned already, the music on that may be free, but it does not mean that you can use it freely in your YouTube videos. You still need the rights to the song that you hope to use. And I learned this the hard way by uploading videos and being copyright struck because of this exact thing. So my recommendation is I now use Bensound, which is great. You can go literally into royalty-free music that is suitable for YouTube, pick your song and download it for free, and it will give you a code to copy that you paste in the description so that YouTube knows that you have got the permission to use this for that particular video. So super handy, something to be aware of. Also, trying to be ahead of yourself with content is another point. So, you know, you could have a few things you want to record in the one go, and that is great. I know it's going to sit there until you edit it, but at least you've got the first step done, and then you can organize yourself. So it's easier to be ahead of yourself and have too much content to edit and get ready than it is to constantly be thinking of the next idea to generate. So if you have the opportunity to record a few things in the one go, or the one weekend, or whatever it is you're doing, then it is a great way to go. That's what I found anyway, in my personal opinion. Another thing I have learned as well is to check what is trending on YouTube Studio. So you can go into the tab and you'll see in your audience tab what is trending. And it comes up with what people are searching, so you can get ideas for your content that you know people are looking for at that moment. And I'm not saying to just go do this randomly, but if you find something that people are looking to watch and it fits in with your kind of channel vibe and content, it is a great way to get ideas for videos. I tried this out with a cost of living in Ireland video that we did, and it has worked really well, and like it's just a really good idea. So it's something to bear in mind. Also, if you write down some of your general goals, it kind of just keeps you focused. I'm not saying to make them completely unachievable. I'm just saying, like, you know, keep a note. And like, for example, at the moment, all I'm aiming for is post consistently, twice a week if possible, reply to the comments that I get, and also possibly branch out into other platforms like Facebook so that I can kind of promote the channel and get more people looking at it. So simple goals really help. So lastly, I want to go through, those are my main tips, and from what I've learned so far, obviously I'm still very early on in my journey, so I have lots more to learn along the way. I am hoping to do monthly updates to help new creators like myself be informed about what the journey is like. And so if this is content that you would like to see, please let me know in the comments. It is always great to get feedback on what people think so that I know if I'm going in the right direction or not. So then lastly, I would just like to invite any other small creators like myself, that come across my video, to leave a comment. Let me know what your channel is about, how your journey has been so far, any tips you may have for me or others, any advice you have whatsoever. It is so lovely to have this platform to support each other and learn from each other, and hopefully then we'll all succeed and get to the goals we are hoping for. So please, if you do have anything at all, comment below. I would be so grateful to hear from you, and hopefully we can all move forward and succeed in this YouTube world. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope that some of these tips and hints were of use to you, and I hope to see you again soon for my next update, and hopefully have some more new information to share with you.